Thunder Report from 107.7 The Franchise.
The Los Angeles Clippers held on down the stretch and defeated the Oklahoma City Thunder 125-117 here this afternoon. Jamal Crawford and Matt Barnes combined for 11 three-pointers. Crawford led the Clippers in scoring with 36 points, and even though Kevin Durant scored 42, the Thunder just had too many misses and not enough stops down the stretch, and the Clippers escape with the win. We have several in the locker room today. First, let's go to the post-game news conference with Thunder coach Scott Brooks. That'll be followed by Kevin Durant, and then we go to the Clippers locker room where we hear from Blake Griffin and Clippers coach Doc Rivers.
It's obvious we got to get back to playing defensive basketball. We're a very good defensive team, but we didn't play that tonight. We gave up 44 points in a quarter. That's usually at times a half, and just got to get back to what we do and what we do well. We've been doing it well all season long. Tonight, and the last game wasn't up to our level of defense.
Myron Patton, Fox. Scott, we all thought when Russell comes back, we said fitting in. We probably thought offensively, but is there some adjustment defensively when you fit a guy back in?
Well, it's an adjustment that we all have to make, and we're going to make it. It takes some time. He's as dynamic as a player on both ends of the floor. He brings us heart. He brings us hustle, and his game is going to come along. It's expected. You can't expect a guy to miss the games that he has missed. Come out making every shot, making every pass, but he's doing it with hustle and heart, and that's what we have. That's what we need him to continue to do out of that leadership position. He takes the challenge of guarding players, and that's what we need. We need to find a team full of guys to get him back to doing that.
What was the biggest issue defensively? Was it energy? I mean, you guys got beat in transition a lot.
Well, transition. We were getting beat. First half, 27 fast break points. The second half, a little bit better, but still too many transition points early. Gave them a comfort zone, and when you have a comfort zone, it's tough to shut the team down. They were shooting at a high percentage, and they ended up shooting 52%.
Scott, I think Serge had 20 through three quarters, 10 to 16 shooting. I don't think he got a shot in the fourth quarter. Seems to kind of be a struggle sometimes to keep him involved in crunch time in the offense. Why is that?
I disagree with that. Maybe tonight he didn't, but he's been terrific in fourth quarters. He didn't get a shot. One of the things I believe in all of our guys is just making the right plays. Kevin had 10 assists. Russell had 6. We had 26 for the team. That's just part of basketball. You're not gonna always get shots, and you just have to continue to work and don't discount any parts of the plays. And be ready when you do get him. Serge he's been very good, and he's going to continue to get better.
Coach, you went on the run late in the third quarter, seemed to be sparked by Fisher's threes. Why does his energy seem to spark you guys?
Well, he brings it every time. His toughness, his want is inspiring. He makes his guy struggle scoring the basketball, and that's what we need to have all of our players do. And we've been doing that quite a bit, but we have to get back to doing it soon.
Coach Michael Kenny, normal transcript, the second straight game, the defense probably hasn't been where you want it to be. What do you need to see differently this out of your squad?
Well, the defense is not there. Like I said, we've been good all year. We've had there's been some games where we weren't good, but the good thing about tonight's game is our offense is back to clicking. We scored a bunch of points. Usually when you score 117 points, either on the road or at home, you're going to win your games, especially with how we play and how we hold teams in the 42-43% range. But they got hot early, and they were hard to turn off. And 52%. We just got to get back to doing what we do, stopping the basketball, getting back in transition, contesting shots, rebounding.
You went to the intentional foul in the first half about 5 minutes ago. Was that just to try to break that rhythm? I mean,
well, it's a strategy you can use against Jordan. His free throw shooting is not one of his strengths, and sometimes it can break the rhythm of the team. I thought it helped us during that moment. Just the 44 points in the second quarter. That's way too many baskets.
Barry Tram with the Oklahoma. Scotty, obviously you miss Perk on defense. Do you miss him on transition defense? And if so, exactly how? Because he doesn't seem like the kind of guy to.
Well, I thought Steven gave us some good minutes. There's no question there's a learning curve with him, and the minutes that he gets, he's going to continue to get better. I mean, Perk gives us great experience. He gives us toughness. He gives us the ability that you're not going to be able to back him down. He has strength, he has experience, and he knows how to play. And Steven did a good job, and he's going to continue to get better. There's a big learning curve with him. I think every minute as a starter is almost like triple the minutes as a coming off the bench. He's going to play. He's playing against high-level players, first-string players, and I think game by game he's going to continue to develop and grow as a player that we are excited about.
But specifically, transition defense.
Well,
Pittsburgh in transition defense?
Well, I think transition defense all 5 guys have to sprint back. This is a very fast team. You don't look at Los Angeles Clippers as a team historically as running the ball in transition. They're like the Denver Nuggets. They want to run the ball. They score 107 points a game. And their threes are, they score 8 threes a game, 24 points out of their 107. 60-something points are in transition opportunities and attacking in the half court. But we have to get better. We have to get better when we play against these teams, getting back in transition.
Scotty, you went to that package order the first half, and there were a couple possessions before the 2 minutes that you didn't do that. What went into the decision to do it in the first half and not in the second half?
Because I felt that our defense and our rhythm of the game was going our direction. So there's times when you have to go with how you feel. I thought we tied the game up and we took the 3-point lead. So at that time it was not necessary to give them an opportunity to make a free throw.
Coach Andrew Gelman, Fox Southwest. There's just been so much energy about Russ returning and a lot of hoopla, whether he'd play or not play or be the same player. Do you think in any way that takes away from other guys? I'm not suggesting it's a distraction, but it is something else to overcome, isn't it?
If you're not suggesting that, what are you suggesting?
I'll suggest it if you would agree with it. I don't think that you would agree with that, though.
No, I don't agree with it.
Do you think that it takes away from any other element?
No. Not at all. I mean, we're adding a very good player, an all-star player, and when you add that to your team, it helps your team. We're not playing defense. We're not playing defense because Russell came back. We're not playing defense because our team tonight did not commit to that end of the floor.
I think your effort's there. I mean, we all got great intentions. Of course, we can be better, but this team ain't got hot because early on we let them do what they want. They got 27 fast break points to start in the first half. And Jamal Crawford, come across half court shooting it, you got confidence once you see the ball go in rim. So that started off early, and it's kind of tough to turn the team off, especially a team that can score so well.
Kevin, you guys made the comeback from down 15. What was the difference maybe in those final minutes that couldn't get you over the hump?
We had defenders on the court. Everybody was defending at a high level. We're making shots. We're passing the basketball, making shots.
Is this rut you guys are enjoying, before the All-Star break in LA? When's the last time you remember playing, really good basketball?
A rut.
Just kind of, a little rut.
I don't think we're in a rut.
Kevin, what's your reaction to Jason Collins coming out, being first openly gay player?
I just think about basketball. He's a physical center that plays his tail off for his team, and that's all we should worry about is how he plays basketball. And the guy that's been working his tail off since when he played with Boston. He's been looking for his chance to get in the league, and now he's back. And so that's all we should worry about. Everybody, just how he plays basketball.
Yeah, very important, especially having dropped our last 2. This win was big for us, and like you said, we haven't really made a statement on the road. We've won some games, but we haven't won big games. So this was great for us.
Why have you been so successful with the team avoiding losing streaks? You've lost 2 in a row several times, but not had to go to 3.
I think we really dug down. I mean, there's been times when it might have looked like we were going to lose, but our fight today was great. I was proud of the way everybody stuck in the game. Jamal Crawford was unbelievable. Matt was unbelievable. DJ, CP, on down the line, guys just stepped up and made plays.
They just make it easier for you when you can just kick it out to those guys and they're making shots the way they were today?
Absolutely. I couldn't hit anything today. Didn't really have it going. So those guys stepped up in a big way, and it makes it makes it easy on us.
It's a good feeling coming in here winning. against this team is great. And the way we scored, I mean, they're an excellent defensive team. And for us, I don't think we had a quarter under 26 points against this team is really impressive for us. And then I thought in the second half, I thought our defense was so much better. We gave up so many second shots and extra shots. They took, I don't know how many more field goals than us, but they still only shot 46%. So overall, it was just a good team effort. I thought the small lineup helped us, and everybody kind of did their thing. That was good.
You had 5 players score, 5 starters scored.
Yeah. That was huge, because they couldn't load up. We got stuck. I called that timeout with like 3.5 minutes left. That's the only time in the game I didn't like. We started like reverting back to that old stand around and wait and do nothing, the offense. And then we just said, I don't care what we call, the first option not there, but the second, that third. And I thought the last 3 minutes, the execution of that was huge. We got every shot we wanted. And that's why these games matter, because stuff like that happens. And then you see proof that if you trust your stuff, and so then you can go to the next one.
That's LA Clippers coach Doc Rivers. Our next Thunder report follows their next practice session, and of course we'll have our countdown to tip-off show Wednesday before the next Thunder outing. That's today's Thunder report. Oklahoma City loses to the LA Clippers 125-117. I'm David Garrett for 107.7 The Franchise.